I could put you in the brig for what you've done, but I won't do it.
What the hell's going on out here?
Recording in progress. The big number 200. That's right, 200th podcast of the Talking Dicks Comedy Podcast, live here on the oceans because we're Bodaks. I'm Al Ducharme in my cabin. That's Al Romas with the big 200 behind him. I believe he's on a cruise ship. Are you on a cruise ship, Al?
I'm on a cruise ship on the 200th podcast. Yeah, I'm Oasis.
They said they couldn't do it, and they did it. We're here, and we lost half of our listeners because of it. They shouldn't do it. That's what it was.
Yeah, they shouldn't do it. That was what Podcast Magazine said. Please don't do it. But we did it anyway. I'm on the Oasis of the seas, by the way. I was trying to get that out before you interrupted me. And you're on the Celebrity
Solstice.
Go
Beautiful.
Yourself. I don't know what ship that is.
The Celebrity Solstice. It's a gorgeous ship. All the other cruise lines are mimicking its style. It's gorgeous. Really is.
Now we were good. We should discuss. We were going to go live.
We were going to go live.
Yesterday would have been today's Monday. We were going to go live on 9/11, and you know what? Maybe we thought about 9/11 though. I thought about Zach. What's his name? Zach Galifianakis.
Yes.
Zach Galifianakis. He had a great joke, great 9/11 joke when someone says to him, "Where were you on 9/11?" And then he goes, 9/11. What year?
How about this? A follow-up. Mine has more fat because he just says two words, and that's hysterical. Ask me.
Yeah. Where were you on 9/11?
I was on the fifth plane. I was the pilot, but I chickened out. Too much, right? Too much.
Oh. Wow. I mean, if after following that gem I put out there.
Yeah, I can.
I don't know that one, man.
I can go to in editing and swap it out.
You won't. Yeah. But we were going to be live, everybody, live on the Facebook and interact with the people. And then we, I don't know. It's hard. I don't know. Their software blows, and between their software blowing and them hating our name, Talking Dicks, I'm really down on Facebook at the moment. You know, I am. Even Instagram
Did I tell you about
working.
We're going to talk about the passing of the Queen Elizabeth II. And I was just in Victoria, which was named after her grandmother, Victoria, BC, British Columbia.
You were in Victoria. Oh,
I was in Victoria, and I'll tell you right now,
I went the other way.
She was tight.
Hey now.
Wow.
Hey now.
That was easy.
John is now the
fruit.
oldest. Elton John's now the oldest
queen in Great Britain. I saw it.
Yeah.
There were so many gay guys coming out with that joke, versions of it.
Oh, they love that one. Yeah. I like the Prince Charles too. A 73-year-old man finally gets a job. It was like the newspaper clipping. Imagine this guy, this poor bastard. He's got to start working at 73. He's like,
besides the adultery, he was pretty good as far as like representing the
well, he's better than his brother. Yeah, I guess you can. It's a low bar. You go, Andrew, he's better.
He had some integrity, except for the adultery. He had a little bit of integrity as far as that all went.
Yeah, he liked to bang a horse instead of Princess Diana, but other than that, yeah, he didn't. He didn't go to the island. He didn't hang with Jeff.
Al, it was about love. So it was about love.
What's that?
You can be this tall, leggy, hot chick, and. But if you're in love with, a garbage bag, you go with the garbage bag. Oh my God, we're being so mean. Why are we being so mean?
The hard guy wants what? Well, she's a disaster, man. She is. Let's be honest. I mean,
is she a commoner as well?
I don't know anything about. I don't know. I think she placed third at the Belmont though in the '80s, which that's her kind of claim to fame. But I don't know anything else about her.
Oh my God! Why are we being so mean? These two middle-aged guys that are barely hanging on to anything in their looks at all.
Well, she's older. She's older than us. Yeah. So, what was the thing though? When he was married to Diana, And then they found some letters he wrote to her, and he's like, "I want to be your douche." It's like, like that's a romantic letter from Charles. He wanted to be Camilla's douche.
Was that real? I've
like,
never heard this before.
That was real. That was real. Oh yeah. Google it.
That was his way of getting off.
Charles. That was way, yeah, and being romantic, like, you know,
was it Louis C.K.
like dirty,
Louis C.K. light,
you know, yeah, like kind of trying to be dirty and funny, I guess. I mean, look, at the guy's fucking inbred for 200 years. It can't be funny or interesting. I mean, you know, come on.
They married their cousins, and it's weird. You mean is that why you go with the inbred? I thought they would marry other heads of states, like Victoria married the Philip,
who's Victoria.
I'm sorry, Elizabeth married
Victoria.
Well, her grandmother,
Philip.
Yeah,
Philip. Right. But look at Philip. They were all those families. I'm saying over the course of 100 years, they're all inbred. They're all fucking each other. I mean, you look at them. William, the son, is already, you know, he's bald. He looks like the old man already. He looks like an old guy already.
You didn't fuck your cousin. You never fucked a cousin. Come on, you never fucked a cousin.
New Year's Eve, 1978. I'll put just no, I never fucked her. My cousins are, you know, hideous.
I had
not good.
I had a couple of hot cousins, and
did you?
Yeah. I mean, I've never had sex with them, but I looked at them like, oh, you know, that old joke. Well, they're not really our sisters. What was that Brady Bunch joke? You know, it was. Yeah, I had a couple.
Well,
oh yeah, I had a couple of babysitters who were like a second cousin or something, and I was like, you know, especially like a 12, 13-year-old boy. You know, so she's going to stay the weekend. And she's just like this hot little mama.
I think you can do a second cousin. I don't think that's illegal. Or I think a second cousin's okay.
I thought it's illegal or frowned upon. I thought first cousin. Can you? Is it?
Well, I think remember Jerry Lee Lewis, but that girl was 13 too. But that was his first cousin, and he got arrested. I think because she was underage.
Yeah,
and it was
pedophilia.
I don't know. I don't think you. Yeah, but I don't think you can. I don't think you can have sex with a cousin. Maybe you can. What do I know?
What countries can you get married without parents' permission, written permission, under the age of 18? But how old is it? Isn't like 13, 14? They marry them off.
Yeah, they got to get rid of them.
They got to get them out.
They need them. Well, they get a dowry. You know, they get money. They get your daughter, and then
some countries, but other ones are like, we need boys. And we're not going to kill her, so take her, and she'll keep your house clean and cook your food. And
right, yeah, and she's another mouth to feed for us. So now you got her, and then she goes off and makes country records, and then she's coal miner's daughter. So sometimes it works.
Sometimes it works.
She was like 13 when he married her, and he bought her a guitar, and he heard she had sing and get out there and sing.
Get out there, kid.
But most times it doesn't.
No,
most times they just.
It's not even 1 in a million. Horribly. It's like 1 in 500 million.
Yeah. Mm. But you've been around kids. I mean, you want to marry a 13-year-old? You know what I mean?
No, they're annoying as shit.
Annoying as no kidding. And they all have COVID. All the kids have COVID. I'm convinced. You know what I mean? They're all walking around sneezing. They all have COVID. These kids.
They're COVID kids.
Oh, that's my theory. Will you? I love all the Facebook postings though about the Queen. Like, I mean, really? Like, guys our age, comedian. Like, do they really care? She was 96. She's a Queen of England, and they're like, "Hey, you know, way to represent your like." Shut up. They just mad that the only person I saw with a picture, because comedians always love to post pictures with the dead people. Mm-hmm. Kelly Monteith, the great comedian, he has a picture of him meeting the Queen from the 80s when Kelly had a sitcom there. But no one else. Finally, there was a death, and these dumb comedians didn't have a picture with the deceased to post.
Right. A few of them have mentioned that too. Comedians saying.
Oh, really?
Saying the very same thing. I think you tweeted it. Yeah, you tweeted it. Did I
tried to be early?
Did I retweet? You were.
I doubt it. I doubt it.
Someone else did a picture of from the movie. What was it? Police Story? No, not Police Story. What was it? What was the comedy?
Naked Gun.
Naked Gun. With what's his face on top of the actress that looks like the Queen.
Reggie Jackson. Oh, Leslie Nielsen.
Leslie Nielsen, like on the table, like riding her. Or accidentally falling on her.
Yeah. Yeah. Reggie Jackson tweeted, you can see it wasn't me. I didn't do it because in the movie he shoots her or tries to shoot her.
Oh, he did.
And then Leslie Nielsen stops him. Yeah.
He
So Reggie
used
was
some
on
humor
Twitter with that.
to revive his career. Okay.
Revive what? He's Reggie fucking Jackson. He had 3 home runs in a World Series.
His movie career.
That's all you got to do.
He did 2 movies.
Whatever. You don't have to do anything else. He
right.
had 3 home runs.
He just shows
in a
up.
World Series and won.
He's got the pension, and then he shows up at conventions, and he's killing it. He's great.
I met him
pre-steroids.
DoubleTree. I met him at the DoubleTree, and he's not even big. I met him at the DoubleTree in Tampa. He's probably
pre-steroids.
Like 5'10". I mean, what do you mean pre-steroids? He never did steroids.
I said pre-steroids age during when everybody was doing
roids.
I'm
saying he's not a big guy.
No,
he's
but
not a big man the way guys are today.
Right. That's another reason, because they all think they have to be big. They work out. But he had eye-hand coordination, focus, stance, center of gravity, all those special extras that you need to be above.
And he wears a shirt. He wears a shirt that says Mr. October.
That's awesome.
Wears the script on his pie, Mr. October.
That's awesome. Why not? That's what it was named after him. Who's the announcer who coined that? Do you know?
No, it was George Steinbrenner.
Oh, it was George.
George Steinbrenner. Yeah. They called him Mr. October. And then 3 years later, Reggie left and he brought in Dave Winfield for $100 million at that time, biggest contract ever. And Winfield hit like 400 in May and then bombed the rest of the year. And then Steinbrenner called Winfield Mr. May. That was a big slap.
I didn't know he had that sarcastic sense of humor like that. I didn't. But that was hitting him in the pocket. That's why. But they called Jared Jeter. Someone held up a sign because the was it a playoff game? Mr. November, because the playoff game.
That's right.
It
went later. And
it went after midnight, 12, 13 innings. So they called him Mr. November. I mean, Jeter was like, wow. Yeah. He was like, wow.
Yeah. But I saw Reggie, and then I was it was during spring training, and I was at the DoubleTree and at the bar, and I asked the bartender, I go, because all the legends stayed at the DoubleTree, and then they coached during spring training.
Mm-hmm.
So I said, any of the Yanks here? And he goes, yeah, Reggie will be down here in about 5 minutes. I go, oh, Reggie Jackson. Wow. He goes, yeah, he comes in, does a glance around the bar, sees any white women, and then goes back to his room. I go, really? So Reggie comes down 5 minutes later, and he does a lap around the bar, and he did exactly what they said. And then I was with my friend John, and then John goes, Shipman. He goes, hey, Reggie. He goes, hey, Reggie. And Reggie just looks at him and just glares. Literally no reaction, just glares at him. And we're like, what the fuck, dude? To ourselves, we're like, you're wearing a shirt that says Mr. October. You can't be shocked when you noticed. You know what I mean?
But he was in running season. He was doing the spin around the bar. He was basically had a hard on, and he was looking for a way. And all of a sudden, the tall Shipman guy, hey Reggie, and he's like, dude, this is not the time. Stallone was doing that too. Paparazzi was out front. He just stared at them, and then you could say you could see that they were backing away. All right, have a nice day, Mr. Stallone.
Yeah.
Because he's Rocky.
Is he? Yeah, no, they're still making. I saw them making another one. These Creed movies, or I mean,
is he in his late 70s?
I think I saw Creed, but I don't. He's got to be. I mean, I was a kid when I saw Rocky. I was like a little kid, and he still so he's got to be. God, he's got to be.
Hey Siri,
late 70s.
How old is Sylvester Stallone? 76, born July 6th, 1946, and Hell's Kitchen, New York.
That doesn't sound right. That sounds like they took a few years off.
I thought he was born
Wikipedia.
in Philly. Okay, maybe not. Maybe I'm wrong.
Didn't he have something at birth where he hadn't get enough oxygen, and that's why his mouth is kind of weird?
I
don't know. Wasn't that
I thought it was from sucking tit. All right, I'm going to cut that out. That was rude. It's 200 episodes.
You're going to go
200 podcasts.
They're going to go dick. It would have been funny.
I was going to say dick. I went, no, let me go tit. I don't know. The brain just went, go. Don't say dick. Go tit. We
my
lost 5 more
God,
people.
Magnum,
Damn
this
it.
is our 200th podcast. We used to be, God, back in the day, man, 50, 60, 70, those pods were fucking special.
We're on fire. Now we're too conversational. We get too serious. We get dumber.
I know. The peanut
Dumber
gallery doesn't approve. They want more.
Constant.
Bring more funny.
Hey, peanut
Make
gallery.
It funnier.
Peanut gallery, you get up here and do 200 episodes and make every single moment
That's
funny.
right.
Good luck with that. Good luck with that at the hairdresser. Why don't you pick up some dog crap?
Disappointed. I'm not that disappointed we didn't go live because football was yesterday and all the games count. And that's the league where they play for pay. So we should, I don't know, this doesn't work because we're going to do pick. Oh, we'll see how we did. Because let's do a few picks and then we'll know by the pod on Monday. We'll know how we did on there. But you know what we'll do? Here's what we'll do, Alfred.
Here's what we'll do, Alfred. Does the peanut gallery like it when I sing?
They love it. Very popular. Yeah, it's a big hit. Right. We'll do 3 picks every pre-Monday show. So we'll do 3 picks, and then we'll keep a score. And at the end of the year, we'll see how we did with our picks. 3 picks each. I will take the first one here, and you can take it or go against me. But I like the Giants and the Titans Sunday in Tennessee. Titans are favored
at home, but
to win by
not
5.5.
Really?
5.5.
I thought they were like long shot for the Super Bowl, like 245 to 1.
Who?
Really? Against the Giants?
5.5.
5.5. You know, I didn't know that was going to be that way. I'm gonna pick the Giants anyways.
Well, that's nice of you. I'd love to see it, but I can't imagine the Giants beat. How are they going to beat Tennessee in Tennessee?
It's the home
Derrick
game.
Henry's back. He could have 200 yards alone. You know what I mean? Daniel Jones.
Is he 100%?
It's going to be a tough day. Derrick Henry, they say, is very close to 100%. So that's
5.5 is what that gave me but the Giants are just they don't have their shit together.
They don't have players.
Yeah.
They have a new coach, a new GM. And they don't have
seems
players.
Like an easy one then, but I want to go with the Giants just to they win if they lose by 5. I would
mark it down.
Oh, I would get that one. I think it's going to be a blowout.
I'm going to take the tits. I'm going to take the tits, even though I'd love to see the Giants win. I can't imagine them beating the tits in Tennessee. So
it's set up for it's set up that way though.
But you have a point. You have a point. Unless I'm wrong with this point spread, I could be wrong with this point spread too. Don't think. But you have a point in that. Seemingly, the point spread would be much more. So maybe Vegas knows something's up. Maybe Henry's not 100%. Because the Giants should be 15-point dogs. I mean, they stink. Like Phil Simms said, name a star on the Giants. They don't have a star. Like you have to have a star to go to the Super Bowl.
And unfortunately, because I signed these cruise contracts, I was unavailable.
That is unfortunate. Yeah. I got to be honest.
No, I believe
you couldn't get out of those contracts.
I'm getting death threats from fans. Traitor
of the 2 dicks.
Yeah, like why wouldn't you help us out? You had all those years in New England.
Yeah, I get death threats just from listeners. Yeah, please stop. We're gonna fucking kill you. You're horrible.
Don't do 200. I will kill you and your family.
Yes. Here's the next one up for grabs. Alfred, I'm giving it to you. First pick. Tampa Bay Buccaneers versus the Dallas Cowboys. Sunday night football. The whole fucking country watching. Tom Brady's marriage in the shitter. She's not joining them. First time she's not going to be there with the kids in Dallas in a suite watching. Tommy's alone. First time. Well,
because he made a promise to her. Because they've had a couple of bumps in the road along the way, as you know. She used to talk to me in private. He's this weird. He's a weird dude because he's got all this shit going on in his private life, and he'll still remain focused.
Mhm.
I'm a big Brady fan on the field. I
Sure.
really enjoyed when he.
What does
won
that mean
Super Bowl.
on the field? What does that mean? What do you got? What do you have issues with him off the field?
Well, I mean, if he's, if he promised his family and his wife that he goes that this is absolutely it.
We don't know anything.
I don't know any of that stuff.
Anything.
I don't know. It's all speculation.
We don't know anything.
I like the guy.
All speculation.
I like the guy.
So do I. How can you not?
I like him as a human being. I like his focus. I like his sense of humor. I'm going to go with Tampa Bay on this. I'm going to go with TB and TB. Tuberculosis.
I'm with you on that. I'm with you with that. I can't. Tom Brady, by the way, has never lost to the Cowboys. So put that in your column of, I don't know if that means anything, but he's never lost, interestingly enough, to the Cowboys. And I can't imagine Tom Brady on Sunday night, opening night, going to Dallas and losing. It just
he's been absent from practices though, and
11 days. Come, who cares? One of the players said, one of the guys was like, "This motherfucker must love football. He's ready to give up a marriage to a Brazilian billionaire supermodel just to play football." And it's like, right, you know what I mean? This guy's got 7 rings. He's got that wife and that money and that life, and he's like, I still want to play another year.
Yeah,
like, all right, dude.
If he breaks up with her, he's going to end up with a Camilla.
He's going to end up on Match.com, and it's got to go through the.
He's probably going to go gay. He's probably going to go the gay route. I know you did the gay thing. It's not easy.
Well, there's a lot of people who say he doesn't have to go gay. You know what I mean? There's a lot of Brady haters who want to believe he's already gay. So anyone who's popular is gay in haters' eyes. You know what I mean? Like,
and then there's that point where
famous, they're like, "Oh, he's gay.
Yep.
He's a pedophile."
Yep.
Yeah. Tom Hanks is a pedophile who, like, okay.
Mm-hmm. But there's also the theory that when people have whatever they want, and they start doing Molly, and then they're like, I have to experiment with other things.
Who's she?
My wife.
Oh, the drug Molly. Have you ever done Molly?
Coming now, did you?
Why do you have binoculars? Kelly. If you're on the Patreon, Al's got binoculars, everybody. Why do you have binoculars on the cruise?
Because I'm on an Alaskan cruise. Is that for
whale watching?
I'm on an Alaskan cruise.
Whale watching? Oh.
Yeah. I take these to the Caribbean too, and I can see whales around the pool.
Well, I can understand that, but in Alaska, you get a blankie.
I'm an outdoors guy. I like it. You think it's overrated? That's why I moved to Tampa back in 1972.
And you got you got your binoculars.
Overrated. Alaska's overrated.
Ooh,
it's overrated.
I think it is overrated.
In your opinion?
Yeah. That's all. Yes, of course. In my opinion, I'm not telling it, but yes, it's overrated.
But you try to force your opinion on me because I tell you how much I like Alaska.
So, what did we do? Same. We went the same on the Bucks. We both taken the Bucks.
Yep.
Right.
I went Giants.
Yes. Okay, we're both taking the Bucks, and you went Giants. I went Tits. And okay, third game of kicked off season 1 of our whatever it's called. 200th podcast. Here we go. Game 1 in the league where they play for pay. New England Patriots in Miami versus the Dolphins. Alfredo, who you got?
It's not the same team that it used to be. But I have to go Patriots out of loyalty. And who's the quarterback in Miami now? Who do they go with? Who is
Tua Tagliabue?
Tua. I'm going to go New England. In Miami, right?
Yeah, they never win in Miami. It's going to be hot as hell. Belichick, unless he's hiding something all this preseason, that team looks like shit. I'm taking the fish.
So let me ask you a question: Are these? Should I make the educated choice or just like I said, loyalty? I went with loyalty. Is that dumb?
whatever you feel, because we know, but nobody knows anything anyway. So that way of picking is just as good. No one knows. Even the experts, they're gonna hit 40-50% over the weekend. So they don't know anything. So yeah, if you think loyalty, or you just think the Pats are, the Dolphins, I don't see them being that great, but the Pats just don't win in Miami.
Yeah.
They don't seem to win there. So
yeah,
I would take the fish.
They've won a couple of times out of dozens of games, but for some reason, even when Miami's shitty, they don't, and they're good, they don't win. Isn't that weird? Why is that?
It's weird. Yeah. I don't know. It's one of those things.
When the Patriots are like good,
win.
They would go down and get upset by Miami, which was shitty.
Right.
It's just like, are you kidding me?
It's a weird thing. Yeah, I don't know how that happens, but
I say the curse is broken. We're going to go with a mediocre Patriots team this year so far. Could change, and hopefully Belichick does have something up his sleeve. We'll see.
He's got to, because preseason he had Joe Judge, who was the Giants coach last year, who's horrible defensive guy, and what's his name, the other guy, Matt Patricia, and he has these two defensive guys calling the plays this year, which is crazy, but it's Belichick, so you can't dismiss it because he's a fucking mad genius. So
he might be doing this to throw off the trail. He might be doing it to throw everybody off.
Maybe he is.
All right, so
I don't know.
I'm going to go with that, unless he's just too long in the tooth himself, and he's got to move on.
It's possible. It's possible, but I think he's still. I don't know about this quarterback. That quarterback. This will be an interesting year.
First game
for the Pats, because if he sucks this year, then you guys are going to need a quarterback too. Like the Giants, we need a quarterback. So, but anyway, okay. So let's go over. You like the Giants. I like the Tits. We both like the Bucks over the boys, and you're going with the Patriots.
You're going with the fish,
and I'm taking the fish.
Okay.
And we don't have the point spread, so this year we'll just do it as picks.
This segment right here that we just did on sports, because we don't do the whole.
Yeah,
it was a little long today, but it was hysterical. So there you go, Peanut Gallery. Oy. We talked about the Queen. We talked about the NFL. We talked about our locations where we are in Alaska being overrated. Is there anything else we need to cover?
No, I'll be in New Jersey this week. New cruise, Oasis, one more cruise, and then I'll be at the game actually a week from Sunday. I'll be in the Meadowlands in New Jersey. Giants versus Panthers. I'll be taking the Giants on that game because I'll be there, and I'll bring them a little luck.
That's going to be fun. Luck, That's going to be a good trip. But Shipman, right?
Johnny Shipman's going to pick me up in the port, Cape Liberty in Bayonne, and then maybe a breakfast of some kind, and then we begin having a couple of beers at the stadium. I think that's the plan.
All right, let me just unrelated, because it just popped in my head of subjects that I wanted to bring up and promote.
Hey,
I know it's our 200th podcast, which is monumental. I know it may be like a little there's nothing fancy here. There's no bells and whistles. Just it's a milestone for us, obviously, and for those.
It's a milestone. It is. Yeah. I mean, as we've said previously, how many podcasts have started and quit?
90% of podcasts do not make it to 50. Period.
That's right.
And this is not my first attempt. This is my third podcast. So there you go. But the technology changed and made it a little easier.
Sure. Yeah, well, we've done great ones, great sounding, and we've done some that have been wonky as shit. But we were always there. We're always there Monday and Friday. Every day. All right. You can count on it. Before we popped in your head here.
Yeah. Before we shove off again, this is the 200 one. I reposted the Two Dicks web series episode, Vegas Dicks, because we suspected that our algorithm is being affected, and we've run into problems with Facebook, whatnot, blocking us, taking us down because of the name. And then we said, no, it's detectives. And then they go, okay, we reviewed it. You can post it. But they've taken away our algorithms where we're not being seen by as many people. As a matter of fact, of the 900 people we have on our Two Dicks Facebook page, a handful of them are seeing it because we're getting feedback.
Right.
No, where is it? Da, 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 da. So they're not even getting notifications, and the notifications are on. I've done some research here. The other thing is I took it and put it on my personal fan page, and I took out the 2 dicks, and I put in the 1950s detectives have returned. I took everything out of 2 dicks and then I put, there was more interest and more clicks, and I did a little ad them using the words 2 dicks. So I think the proof is in the pudding. It's the algorithm with those words, 2 dicks. They put us in a porn, dirty boy category. I get more, when I put the 2 dicks, I get more prostitute requests to be my friend. So it's all proven now. It's those 2 words. It's the words. 2 dicks.
So what do we do? I mean, we've been at this 200 podcasts. We got 17 episodes and a web series. We've got mugs, T-shirts. Do we go?
We either rename it the 2 detectives, or we fight and we find another platform that we can circumvent somehow. There's got to be a way to circumvent it.
Got to be a way.
Title it. And now the graphic and everything, the 2 dicks, the dialogue within the web series is still there, but we have to take it out of the titles. I think that's the first step.
So if I repost it on my Facebook page or whatever, and I put the detectives and all that, will it help?
No, because I uploaded it native from my computer to my fan page. Yeah. Nothing that said 2 dicks on it.
Nothing dicks.
And so we ended up getting like 730 something views, and we had new clicks and new likes and I had new followers on my fan page.
Yeah, that's what you need.
So it's weird. It's like, what the hell? All this time, all these years, because we've grown and we made a big jump in the beginning, and then it kind of like flatlined for a while, and then a little bumps here and there going up, but not. I just think that, and the feedback I've been getting is very good stuff. Like, this is great. We love this. Oh my God, how come we don't have? Where you make more of these? I'm like, we got 15, 16 more. Go check it out. They're like, what? Where? So there you have it. Yeah, I'm done.
I know. I just wish there was an easy answer, an easy fix, because what would be the hardest thing to change? The title of the show, and that's what we're looking at. So it's
but the title is the whole catapult for it.
Yeah, and the title's in on the joke. I mean, the whole thing is a joke, and the title's part of that, because they're dicks. It's supposed to be double entendre and all that, but Facebook has no nuance. It's like nuance is gone in comedy anyway. And that's right there. I mean, they don't look at it. It just says, "Oh, that's a word. We don't like it. We don't use it." It's like,
I see Dick Cavett's old shows popping up. Yeah. Dick Cavett. If you have
Dick Van Dyke, 2 words that are offensive. Yeah. I thought you were gonna go, what's wrong with Van?
I wasn't quick enough. I was laughing at your 2 words. Hello.
Oh,
it's the Queen.
I hope you're on Patreon, folks. Al's doing some prop humor. It's
for Kelly.
Cutting edge.
It's all for Kelly.
It's pretty good. Kelly enjoyed it.
I'm having some vodka.
Kelly's working, watching the pod, drinking some coffee, going, okay.
She's pulling things out of Teddy's mouth. Now, Teddy is the dog, the puppy dog, because that's what you want to do. You want to get a puppy so that you can concentrate when you're working at home.
We didn't think this through, obviously. Somebody wanted a dog very badly and thought, if I get a puppy that only goes to 7 pounds, I can. And now Teddy weighed in yesterday at 21.4. At 8 months.
Well, when you buy the 3 Mile Island dog pound puppy, that's what happens.
It'll be fun though. I want to see how big he actually gets. It'll be a good time. But he's a good dog for all his faults that he's ruining carpets and likes to eat rocks and that kind of thing. Still good dog. Good dog.
No, they're wonderful pets.
At some point,
and he doesn't shed.
Yeah.
All right, let's wrap this up. Thank our friends for tuning in. Thank our friends for joining in for the 200th podcast of the Talking Dicks.
Thank you. Congratulations, buddy. 200
too.
of them, huh?
Woo!
Look at us. Look at us. Look at us. I was sitting in a closet in an apartment on the first one. You were in your house with the big TV. And now
Take the shot!
we're in the middle of oceans.
You're supposed to fall out a frame.
I didn't.
Why
am I
Al
getting
doesn't
shot?
do the physical humor, and he puts
I
that
would
on
love
me.
to. I don't
I
know
was
what,
doing it for Kelly.
what physical humor? Why were you shooting me? There was no setup.
I was taking you out. I said, we're
gotta
out.
set it up.
So I was, all right, and we're out. I'm taking you out. Nothing. No reaction. Nothing. Oh, you went the wrong way. All right, it's over.
Good luck in prison.
Iceberg, dead ahead. Don't forget to review us and rate us. It really helps.
The Talking Dicks became friends at a very young age, and the rest is history.
I'm losing my mind.
Patreon.com/The Two Dicks, which is named after our web series. This is the Talking Dicks Comedy Podcast. Thanks for tuning in.
Done.
I didn't kill my wife. I don't care.
We'll fix it in post, you son of a bitch.
Okay, sure.
All right. Subscribe. Mary. This was a horrible mistake.
Go to patreon.com/The Two Dicks.
If you shoot me, you won't see a cent of that money. Why?
I think it ends on that. That's beautiful.